Hi there, I am Dory Jo Stoll with Prairie Scraps, and we are here for day 16. I think it's 16. Oh no. Day 16 of 30 days of homemade gifts. So I am so glad you're here, and I hope that you are having a great Thanksgiving weekend. Make sure that you subscribe and like this video so that it gets more traction for me, and share it with those of your friends that you think might enjoy it. My goodness, everything is falling down here. Falling down, falling down. I feel like I have a cold all of a sudden, but I stood outside for an hour in the freezing cold, so I think it's just from being outside, but bear with me. Um, so today we are going to do an easy peasy Dollar Tree gift idea. I think it's kind of fun to go into Dollar Tree and see what they have for their art supplies. And these little sleds are like one of the best ones I think they've ever come out with. I love little sleds. I don't know why, but I haven't, like at my craft shows, I haven't sold very many. There's actually a different kind, two different kinds. So I kind of like this one better. No, this one better. I like this one better. The thicker one. You see, it's got like thicker runners. I don't know. But these runners look nicer. I don't know what the deal is. They call them DIY ornaments. They're kind of large to go on your tree, but I think they would look really cute, like hanging somewhere, like a little knob or something in your kitchen or around the house. Or you could put it on to a package for a cute little decoration. So that's what we're going to make today. And we're going to keep it simple, I think. All of a sudden, everything seems like it's totally running. I don't know. I'm going to use some espresso paste today. I'm just going to go ahead and put some water into the lid of my espresso paste. Sorry, it kind of looks like a hot mess today. Been a struggle. No, actually, for the last 2 days, my whole house is like torn apart because my husband had gotten the paint to do our living room, and he said he would do it by Thanksgiving. So this is Thanksgiving weekend. I'm going to give him credit. We are almost done. We just have a little bit of like trim left to do, and that's my job. I do the trimming. And I'm just taking a long time. If you don't already know, I have a brand new site, a website for selling my finished goods. So if you want to see any of my finished goods for sale, or I also have my inventory, some of my inventory up there for sale. So anyway, that's what I opened and launched today, thanks to my brother-in-law, my son-in-law, who's actually a web designer, a graphic designer. He's got a couple of degrees in it. So anyway, I'm just kind of watering it down. We're going to try not to paint ourselves. I don't know if you could see my shirt, but it says this is my Hallmark Christmas movies watching shirt. We found it at the thrift store. I'm so excited about it. Do you guys watch the Hallmark stories? Oh, this weekend is a big weekend for Hallmark. We don't have a Hallmark channel. So this year we've had it for the past, I don't know how many years, and it's been kind of tradition to watch the Hallmark movies. I keep trying to remember to only paint this part of it, the base part of it, in this espresso is the color. And you can use any of our chalk paste for kind of staining if you want. Oh, I don't know what happened. I might have to take some quercetin tonight to try to prevent any illness. No illness is here. We don't want an illness. So anyway, that's what's been going on at our house. The whole house, I don't know, painting always turns into all kinds of big projects, right? Like it's a big mess. I'll just try to get all these areas. But it's like, it seems like it just creates like one project after another. Or the painting when you pull a room apart. So it's our living room. We haven't painted it. I think 2017 is when we moved into our house, bought it, And I've been holding off painting most of the rooms just because I'm waiting for them to get finished with construction. So, and the big thing in the living room was that we broke through a wall and opened it up to be more open concept. We have wood heat, and it's in the living room, like it's a fireplace insert. And there was just like a little tiny cubby hole cut through the wall to the kitchen. And so our kitchen, which is a whole nother story, but it's still very cold. But anyway, it's warmer because we have now opened it up to the living room. So it's all kind of open, and we put in like bookshelves in between. So it's just been a little thing at a time, trying to be very patient. My husband works a full-time job, so I have to wait. So anyway, I was thinking also that, the storm would be a beautiful color to use for this too. You could do a gray. I kind of took inspiration from another designer, so bear with me while I sort of copy. That's the cool thing about being a designer, is that I get to be in a network of people who all we all feed off each other. Maybe feed, I don't know. Anyway, so anyway, he pulled it apart, and then there was some like trim work that hadn't been completely finished. One of the walls had been drywalled, but we hadn't gotten to painting it yet. So that was, first and foremost, we had to get that done. But not only did it got the drywall on it, but it didn't get any trim. So he's been cutting trim, painting trim, retrimming that. And then we had taken off one side of there's an old chimney inside the wall. And so he had taken off one wall of it when we redid the bathrooms right next to it into one bathroom. And so it's just like when you open up one can of worms, you're just chasing worms or chasing fish, or I don't know what you'd call it, but it's just been one thing after another. So anyway, he had opened up the one wall, and it needed to be opened on the other, like, little section on the back side, plus it had to be on the front side. So he took that out, and then while he was doing that, I'm like, that little there was like a little header going right next to right next to our little chimney was a header. So I think I'm gonna do this edge. Maybe not. There's a little header. So we took that out because it was not any sort of load bearing. It was an add-on to the house, and you could see cracks on either side of the wall where it was. And so anyway, he took that section out, and then he had to do a little patching of drywall in there. Hello. Make sure that you say hello and tell me, do you watch the Hallmark movies? This was my thrift store find. Boy, I'm using a lot of water. My espresso is a little on the dry side, I will be honest. And so do you watch the Hallmark Christmas movies? We have been starting, way before Thanksgiving, we start watching. This year we don't actually have the Hallmark channel. So it's a little more difficult, but a bunch of the Hallmark movies from last year were put on Netflix this year. So we're pretty excited. We've been finding the Christmas love stories. It's like everybody else has kind of jumped on the bandwagon this year to the love stories. So that's pretty exciting. So even though we don't have Hallmark, we canceled our cable this year because it was costing. So it's just going up and up and up, and no breaks, and it was just expensive. So we cut it because we also have Netflix, and Netflix is where we've been watching. So I'm going every which way on this. It does have some like little glues on the bottom side that kind of, and all around actually, that kind of impede making this a really nice, thing, a really nice stain. So I'm going a little bit darker, trying to get in all the places. And So anyway, we love the Hallmark movies. We love the romance movies. And now that my husband, there's 3 of us girls, he really gets outvoted. We watch a lot of love movies because the girls are like, let's watch a love movie. So now they're stuck on it. But we found this Hallmark. This is my Hallmark movie watching shirt at the thrift store, and it looked like brand new. It doesn't even feel like it was ever washed. So, better get these runners on the back side here. So I was pretty excited. Our thrift store has like just a set price, usually, unless you find something on their special rack, which they think should be higher priced. I think it was $4. So I'm pleased with that. I'll take it. $4 for a new sweatshirt that has the Hallmark channel on it. I'll take it. And a truck. Who doesn't love an old truck? Hi, Victoria. Good to see you. So anyway, that's what we've been doing, painting. He took out a wall. He's been adding trim on a couple of things. Then he took out, we have heat registers going on two big ones in the living room. And he took those out. Oh my goodness, my nose is starting to run. I feel like I have an instant cold. It's crazy. I didn't have it this morning. I haven't had it all day. And all of a sudden, I went to the tree lighting in our local park, and it's outside with everybody out there. Somebody must have been sick. I don't know. I didn't hardly talk to anybody either. I don't know. Weird. All right. I think we've gotten all the sides here. Just going to turn it over. This little dowel here isn't taking it very well. I must have gotten some glues on it. Boy, I'm going to need a Kleenex, you guys. I'm sorry. All right. Victoria, do you like to watch the Hallmark Christmas movies? Or are you anti-Hallmark movies? My husband will tolerate it a little bit, but he certainly doesn't want to watch it all day. We would totally torture him with that. All right, we are going to do a little cherry here. That was espresso for the brown, and we're just doing like a stain, just same way. Put some water, spritz some water in the lid, and then we'll not only use the stuff in the lid here, but it'll also grab some of this in here. And we will, it's just a watered down. You could just paint it full on too if you wanted to. You wouldn't have to water it down at all. You could just do the deep red, but I kind of like the look of the stain since it's a wood little, I guess it's an ornament. I don't know. Boy, those edges don't even paint up very well. Get all the edges. And this is just like, you could put this on the top of a gift, you know, as an extra, or give it like as a neighbor gift. It could be really cute just to put in a little bag, or you could put it on another gift as kind of like a little hanging tag. Ooh, that got kind of thick. That's all right. We'll smooth it out. I like to paint in the, you know, where the wood grain should be anyway. Dollar Tree wood products don't always have like a wood grain going the right way. So just pretend it is, and if you paint in the same direction that you think it should be. I have one little side here that isn't brown. There's one little edge. All right. And now I have. Nice thing about these are water-based chalk paste. So they do, boy, I feel like I've been painting all day. I kind of have. I've been, you know, doing the, well, first I started out the morning by getting my website all up. So if you haven't taken a look, it's prairiescraps.com, and it's my website. And I do have discount code for today until midnight if you'd like to purchase. And I'm putting my anything I have in stock up on the site as well, you know, like craft supplies that is my personal stock, as well as my finished goods, because I always like take pictures right away. And oops, that got some red into it. Take pictures right away, and then I have nowhere to go with it till Christmas time when I try to sell them at a couple of my craft shows. And I'm finding that I have a lot more craft, you know, it's a lot of work to, first of all, it's a lot of work to do craft shows. I'm not going to lie. It is a lot of work. And so anyway, not that I don't appreciate the sales and everything. And I love doing it. I love setting up and decorating, doing all the things, but it's, you know, not enough. I like to make all seasons of art, you know, and it's hard because I only really could get in our local area, because I live in a small area. I can only get Christmas, the holidays sales. So my intention is to be able to have a place to list my finished goods where people could buy it all the time. All right, I was just doing some touch-ups because I was finding some little spots. Okay, let's get back to the red. I don't know where all that water goes, but I do like it, especially on this edge. It doesn't absorb very well, but I'm just trying to get the edge here so it all is red. And then we'll do some holiday decorating here on our little cute little sled. Sometimes if you water red down too much, it does look a little bit pink. So just watch for that it doesn't get too pink for you. Just add another coat if you need to. Sometimes, and it's actually better when you're painting to have thinner coats, a couple of thinner coats instead of. So anyway, I know I love Hallmark, but I especially love the Christmas ones. So fun. I think I need a little more spritz in there, a little more water in there. I like to, especially when they're getting low, I like to always, before I close them up, put in some water to kind of seal in the moisture into the paint. It just kind of works as a meniscus, you know, I think that's what it's called. A little coating on the top of the paste. Oops, that wasn't good. Got a drop of brown on there. Don't want that. All right, we'll put that. Kind of got messy because when I turned that lid over, that one still had water in it. Okay, so we have this done. We'll set these kind of aside here. And that is going to be, oh my goodness, I splattered red. I hope I didn't do it on my shirt. Red does stain a little bit. Okay, let's see. So here's our little guy, our little sled. Put this aside. I want to get this dry here. So anyway, love those Hallmark movies. And of course, this is the big weekend, or it used to be anyway. I feel like actually they've been on weekends on Saturday nights. They've been having new Hallmark movies. I know because when I did. What was that? Oh, a dog. I'm like, what in the world? When I was doing home health care, she had the Hallmark channel. I'm like, oh my gosh, the Christmas movies have already started. So I know they've been going at least a month. She wasn't happy about it. All right. So that is pretty good and dry. Isn't that cute? So cute. And we are going to dress this up really quick and easy, I think. First of all, of course, it wouldn't be a cute project unless you do a little bit of roughing up for the farmhouse look, I think. I know, after getting all those sides done, and here I am, like, taking it off again. It's all right. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Next, because this is a wood piece, we want to use a little bit of our surface wax. Oops, not that much. That is for sure. A little bit of surface wax, and that just brings out the color. Look at how nice that looks. It actually looks far better than a Dollar Tree piece, doesn't it? When you do that, it'll bring out those edges we took off. It'll just bring out the color of the wood, whatever kind of wood it is. I'm a little skeptical sometimes with the wood. Okay, and now, keeping it simple, we're just going to use a little white on here. Oofta. I am feeling like I have a cold. That's not cool. And I have used this transfer before. If you've been watching me, I've been using these little minis a ton. We've done some ornaments. I'm trying to think what else we did with these. You'll have to go back. If you haven't seen all the 15 other days, you'll see me use these a couple of times. I really like the minis a lot. I get a ton of use. I make mugs out of them. I make ornaments out of them. And I do that regardless of selling them at a craft show. I tell you that much. All right. We are just going to use a little squeegee here and some white paste. Hopefully some white. Ooh, that is thick. Let's see if we can get it to work. I don't want to water it down too much because this is such a little project. So I'm just going to make it work here. But it's on the dry side. You're just going to add a little bit of purified or distilled water, bottled water to it to make it. It is thick though. So hopefully it'll stick. Hopefully I didn't use too much wax. You never know. You never know. All right. There we go. I'm just going to do this quick. Peel it nice and easy. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty, isn't it? But this I'll just wash out in the sink with regular water and a little board eraser if I need to. A little bit of scrubbing, no chemicals whatsoever. And this definitely needs some resuscitation. It is way thick. It's a little white. I love just the plain white or the plain black lettering without going in. And you could do colors if you wanted. It's entirely up to you. And I don't know. I was trying to decide on a ribbon for this. Was the only one I could find that would maybe match. I think it'll go okay. See if I could tie a bow. I'm confused. Looking just to be sure. Oh, we have this. Maybe this will be cute. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a little double bow. Oops, I didn't mean to take that out. Stick it in the paste. All right. Here we go. These are the way. So anyway, you know how that is when you paint, like when you paint the house, it's like everything is torn apart. Everything is a big old mess. And, you know, you can't get to the kitchen. You can't get... It's okay. It's worth it, right? Okay, let's see if we have any hot glue. All right. I want to do... Just going to go back and forth. This is going to be a super easy peasy kind of a bow. I'm making sure that these are facing upward when I do it. So I'm kind of giving it a little turn when I do it at the middle. Okay. I think I'm going to use a little piece of twine to tie it. Thinking about making some bows up to sell at the craft show this weekend. We'll see. Where'd the other little guy go? Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, so I'm just going to pinch it in the center. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off camera. That sounded weird. Go off camera. Like I know I'm on camera, but I sound so official that way. All right, we're just going to maybe find an end. This seems to be a big loop. Oh my goodness, it sure is. Looks like a bow is tied in the end. Are you serious? How can I hold this? If I would have done the little bow maker, that would have been a better process, maybe. Anyway. Oh, yeah, doing it online. So anyway, go check it out. There is a code. My website is www.prairiescraps.com. All I'm doing is I'm coming in here and doing a double tie here. That's like a surgeon's tie, I guess, or whatever, doctor's tie. And because it sticks. And then, see, then we've got like a double bow here, and I'll kind of fuss around with that end. And I'm actually going to just tie a little bow with my twine as well, since we've got twine on the sled. You could change out the twine for a piece of ribbon. And the code to use for 20% off the entire website, and I'll tell you a little secret, my transfers that I have listed are actually 25% off to begin with, so you can stack both of those. So the code again is SBS, B as in boy, small business Saturday, because that's what it is today. Small Business Saturday 20. So SBS 20. Okay, we got our little bow here. Just going to cut this end off here. I might have gone long. It's okay. Finally found the end of that. That was crazy. And I think we're going to put that bow. So we've got like 3 pieces here, plus the little tails. I'm going to tuck that over there like that. But before we get too far, we do want to put a little bit of, ooh, I got into the stuffing with my greens. My greens came with a lot more snow than they need. So go check out my website, number one, and make sure that you check it out, because I do have some good deals. I have some finished goods on there. I cannot get that cut. See if my pliers will. I'm going to use the same one for 2 different sides, because it's such a little project. So we can just use one little greens, and the greens are from Dollar Tree too. So if you were curious, we're going to put these on here like this. So we have a little bit of greens on our little sled. Little hot glue. So go check it out. You have till midnight tonight to use that 20% code. But otherwise, at this point at least, the transfers I do have up, I have the big transfers, D's and C's. No, D's and E's. And then, of course, I have some of my finished goods on there too. So some generals, not all Christmas. I'm going to put some more hot glue in that. Get that down. It was still kind of tipsy. Doo-doo-doo. Nothing like watching glue dry, right? And then we're going to put this bow right on top of that. So I'm just going to try to sandwich it all in there. Ouch, 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 ouch. Just got my finger. It's good to have fingerprints. Do you guys lose your fingerprints? Isn't this cute? I think it's just adorable. If I could get rid of that cotton batting. I think this is working out, you guys. And actually, all of these ribbons are ribbons from the Dollar Tree as well. So this is really like an entire Dollar Tree project. Ribbons, twine you can get at Dollar Tree. Told you that one was a little bit on the long side, so we're going to cut it down. And while I'm trying to hold it, I'm trying not to fuss so that I take it off, but I am trying to fuss so it looks good. You know, get all the ribbons out a little bit so you can see all the different colors. Kind of gives it more impact. I don't know what is going on outside. The dogs are having a time. So there we go. And you could tie a little jingle bell. We love the jingle bells. Love, love, love the jingle bells. And I have some little tiny red ones. I think I might go with that. I got lots of jingle bells. These are all from Dollar Tree for the most part too. These are all from Dollar Tree. I buy those packs. I'll buy them all. I think they come in separate colors. I don't know. I haven't looked lately because I have so many. You could put berries on here. Always check your jingle bell to make sure it jingles, because it's no fun having a jingle bell that doesn't jingle. And once in a while, they do lose their little thing in the middle. All right, and I'm gonna put my bell through here. And then we're gonna, whoops, maybe I will. Ha! Hardest part of the whole entire project, stringing twine through the jingle bell. You can use a little piece of string too. I usually like to use cotton, not thread, but the crochet, the really thin crochet. Ooh, I do have some in here. Or I'll use, I also got to cut an end now. I also have some, if this doesn't work really quickly, I'm going to go to the string because I see it. Yeah, this is unraveling. I'm having issues with that. So in respect to time, we're going to grab, also I keep very, very thin ribbon on hand too. You could use that as well. But I've got this cotton, I don't know what it is. I think it's crocheting. Ooh, there went my red. Good thing I have a whole box of red jingle bells because it just went into something else. All right, try 2. Jingle bell number 2. I will find it like spring when I come out here and start digging around for something. I'll be like, oh, look, a jingle bell. No, actually it fell into a box of, and this one, I think I'm just going to go right through here underneath the bow and try to tie it through the middle with a little knot. Oh, geez. I lost my thread. Kind of like flossing my little bow here. Try to get this knot in here. And it doesn't have to be tight because that letting it hang loose actually helps it jingle a little bit. I always like to, you could tie it right in and glue it in with everything. You know, I've seen people using it as a center of a bow, but I like to let it hang down. Like I said, you know, I wouldn't be a true musician if I didn't enjoy a little jingle jangle noise going on. All right, we're just going to pop a little bit of hot glue down in there to make sure that stays on there. There we go. And there it is. That is our little Dollar Tree. Oops, I kind of bent that up in the wrong way, didn't I? Our little Dollar Tree sled ornament. Isn't it cute? So cute, so easy. 30 minutes or less. Seriously, all the painting from start to finish. This is day 16 of 30 days of homemade gifts. So make sure you come back for the rest. And go back and watch the other ones. Thank you. Isn't that the cutest? I'll get you up here and see my mug. There we are. Isn't it the cutest little thing? And, you know, it's so simple and easy. You could use it as a tag, or, you know, if you give ornaments or whatever. I kind of think it's a little big to be an ornament, even though they list it as a DIY ornament. I think it's kind of big, but I think it would be really cute, like on a cabinet or something. You just go ahead and hang it from the twine, or put a bigger one and put it around a doorknob too, wherever you want. But I think it's a cute little gift. You could give it, hang it on your doorknob of your neighbor's house. Wouldn't that be a cute little gift from your family? I don't know. Do you guys do neighbor gifts? Thank you, Victoria. Do you do neighbor gifts? I try to every year. So I got to get those together pretty soon. So anyway, I hope you have a very blessed evening, and make sure you keep right on crafting.